Hey guys, Cielminyo back again. I totally didn't just die like 100 times on this boss trying to kill him, and I'm gonna kick his butt this time because in the last part I drowned on him, and that was bad news, pandas, and sad news, pandas, and I'm getting pissed now, not because I died like 5 times before this, because that totally didn't happen, but because I drowned the last time, and as you saw, I had never drowned before, and so it was pretty embarrassing, and so now I'm pissed, and he's gonna die, and all my weapons are too low of a level, and I don't have any missiles, and this boss is stupid, and he does a lot of damage, because he does 20 damage with the stupid giant balls of doom, and he does water everywhere, and it makes you drown, and it makes you lose, and it makes you look like a terrible player at this game, even though this boss is super freaking hard. Okay, so we gotta come back under here, and hit that switch and open that door. Yeah, open the door. Opening blast door. Blast door has been opened, and now we run through this water. This Curly is too lazy to do it when she can run fast and have infinite air. Jerk. Hate this game. Hate it. Hate this game. Hate this game! Alright, so we jump over here, make the jump over here, jump straight down here, grab the tow rope. Something wrapped around the broken arm. Obtain the tow rope. Yay! Jump it, 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 jump out of the water. Jump out of the water. And talk to Curly! There's a robot from the surface, blah 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 blah. He's stupid and he's exploding, and Team 9 failed and the door is closing, and then for some reason, even though he was just talking to us, he explodes and knocks Curly out for a minute. And then I come over here and go, "It's time to go down, boss! I ain't taking none of your crap anymore. You shall die." See if we can't get some missiles in there. It's a polar star and more missiles and de-leveling my polar star and almost running out of oxygen, but there was nothing I could do if I started running out as the water was too high, and he's half dead now, which is a very, very, very good sign for me, as I am not half dead now, but now he's using his super jets, and these blow you backwards, and he shoots giant white orbs of doom at you. Those orbs, they do 20 damage if they hit you. It's retarded. So, try and get up here and kick his booty. Use the sword to get some item drops, and the polar star didn't level up, so I'm not going to have anything to hit him with. Get some life. And I just lost all my level up on my polar star, and all those triangles bouncing just out of reach. And the super jets again, which means he's about to use super plasma balls of doom and destruction, motherfucking son of a... I can't use the polar star anymore. It's level 1 with 0 experience. Have I mentioned how much I absolutely despise this boss yet? Because if I haven't said it at least 9 times now, I have understated it. I got him! You son of a motherfucking stupid buzz-telling son of a... You're dead! So Misery's like, "Oh, how did you do this?" And they're like, "Are the children safe?" And she's like, "Don't act like you're a mother, you don't even know what this thing is." And I'm like, "No, I don't." She's like, "This is why I hate robots. This is the heart of the island. The island will fall if this stops. Do you really want to die along with the island, you idiots?" And the doctor's all, "Hey guys, Misery, what are you doing? Move the core to the lab now while you still have time." And Misery's all, "Woo, woo, 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 woo," and it teleports away. And now I'm like, "Yeah, kick that boss's butt finally with 3 hit points left and no missiles." And I'm like, why is not the water going down? My air ran out and I'm losing consciousness. Do you know the woman named Jenka had a younger brother? His name was Balos. Like his older sister, he had magical powers unlike anyone could imagine. What? I can breathe? I got the bump, what? Curly, wake up. No. And this is why this is like the saddest game in the history of the planet. Because Curly gave you her oxygen bubble and is now drowned. And it's the saddest point in the entire game. I'm pretty sure I cried the first time I got to this part in real life. I'm pretty sure that actually happened. But since I am awesome and I'm getting the good ending, she's not moving but appears to be alive. And I'm going to use the tow rope and I'm bringing her with me! If you don't get the good ending, you actually do leave her here and she dies. The door closes behind you, and like I said, if you don't have the tow rope, you leave her in there, and it's the saddest thing in the history of the planet. But since I know what I'm doing and we're getting the good ending, I can bring her with me, which is the best news, because I really, the first time, just wanted to quit playing this game at this point, because it was just so sad. It was so sad. Like, it's one of the saddest points in any video game I've ever played. But anyway, now that I'm getting the good ending, oh man, it makes me feel so much better to get the good ending because I don't have to leave her there. That was even worse, is it's like, oh yeah, she just sacrificed herself to save you and you just ditch her there while she's drowned. It's just, oh man, I was so pissed the first time it happened. I was like, I'm not leaving her here! But there's nothing you can do. So I'm going to use the sword actually because it's decent level and these dudes are pretty annoying in the water. Even if the sword wasn't a decent level, it kills everything. And we get the Polar Star leveled up. I'll have to work on leveling all my weapons back up again at this point. Because they all are pretty crappy levels. So we gotta jump up here. Oops. Oh well. Stupid dude, die. I can't get the bat! He's gonna try and kick my butt. There we go. And I fell in the water again. So we come up here. Dodge those spikes, drop down the water, and I have infinite air now, which is fantastic news, even though Curly got her butt kicked because I stole her bubble. And so now we get to play with the jet streams that push you into spikes if you're not careful. Whew. Spikes. Yikes. Spikes. You gotta do some jumping here and there to make sure you get in the right stream. And there's lots of jellyfish! Lots of jellyfish people. They're everywhere! And you get pushed around by jets, and you need to stop at this point! No! Dang it! I'll see you guys there. Okay! As you can see, I made it out of the jump this time. It took me about 12 times, and lots of foul language, and almost throwing my controller against the wall, and punching a hole in my screen, and etc., etc. But I finally made the jump up to here. So, we come in this room, and save it like 9 times just to make sure. And if you talk to the computer, it says, text is displayed, how about taking a break? So I say, okay, let's rest on the bed. Yay, full health again. And you can see we left Curly on the bed, and although she seems to be not moving, she is alive. So if you talk to the computer, it says, that reminds me, I also recorded some findings on that notebook. So you go, come over and check the bookshelf, nothing, and check this bookshelf. The notebook has dust on it, and it is robots manufactured on the surface have limited aquatic mobility. In the case of flooding, the system will automatically initiate a shutdown, blah, 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 blah. Here are the instructions on how to drain the fluids out of robots. I learned how to service flooded robots. Yeah. So it says after you fix them, the reboot should happen. So you drain the water from Curly. You have to make sure to do this or else it even becomes more of a sad game. So you drain the water and she wakes up! And she's like, oh, you're safe! I thought you were gone! You lost consciousness and I couldn't do anything, so I gave you my air tank. And then she passes out again while she falls asleep. So the restart process is going to take some time. You have to talk to her like 3 times, and it says, would you like to leave her here? No! Make sure you choose no! You do not want to leave her here. You want to take her with you again. See if we can make it through this part without dying now. That'll be the key. At least I have full health now. That was about 90% of the problem before when I was trying to do that, is I would die like 80% of the time. So I had like 3 health and it was 1 hit from anything. So we just have to dodge a lot of spikes. I'm going to jump off this edge to make it easier to jump over them. So there's lots of jumping over spikes to be involved here. It's not fun, but it's not too bad either. Maybe without him. So something's coming! And there's fish here, and whale man. And pufferfish, and blocks, and more pufferfish. The pufferfish don't hurt you till their eyes are open like that. And then they do hurt you after that. And they spit fireballs and all kinds of fun stuff. So these blocks hurt you, obviously. The fish hurt you. The boss hurts you. Fireballs. I believe you actually... Let's see if I can do this. I think I get something if I can beat this boss without getting hit. Fireballs. Blocks. More fishies. Oh, I got hit. Guess not. I think you get a medal if you get it, if you can beat him without getting hit. But now I can do lots of damage now that I'm level 2 sword. So you kill him, and Curly starts floating away. That's probably bad. And when you come out, Curly is no longer here with me. That's not good. But if you don't drain the water out of her before you do that part, it actually comes up and tells you that she dies during that part. It's like, oh, all life signs have ceased, and she dies, and it's like super retardedly sad, and I want to cry if it happens. Luckily, that's never happened to me before, so I wouldn't have first-hand experience, but I mean, come on, that's just so retardedly sad. It's like you get the rope and save her and everything, and then she dies on the way back. It's just like, oh. So anyway, we're back in the village now, and it's like, I wonder what we should do now. So let's go back to Arthur's house and check there and see if there's anything. So we come back to Arthur's house, and Professor Booster comes out. Hi, Professor Booster. And he's like, oh, you're the only one here. Doctor has the red flowers. The images are under his power now. Everything's going to collapse. Everybody's going to die. Should have taken Sue out. And we get the Booster version 2.0. You'll notice it's version 2.0. If you talk to Booster way back the time you see him fall down the pit, he gives you the Booster 0.5 and then dies. So that's why you have to jump over that pit. And then please honor my final request. If you see Sue, please take her and escape from the island. She's Dr. Sakamoto's daughter. Tried to not come to the island, but she couldn't be left behind. She had to follow us. Take her and escape. And so we have to come in and equip the booster now. There's the jump button to boost. And the normal booster is just like a jetpack that lets you go up higher, like this. But this one, actually, you can go in any direction. And it's vital to getting the best ending for reasons that will become extremely apparent once I get to the end of the game. So, come over here and... I don't think we're going to do anything yet. Oh yeah, Cosmo says to teleport to the egg corridor. So, time to go back to the egg corridor. And this isn't the egg corridor I remember. But it has some of the best music in the game, so I can forgive it. This music makes me too excited, and then I die. And there's what looks like a dragon over here, and it breathes fire. It drops giant triangles, and max missiles increased by 5. So we can run along the bottom part now because there's no shocky thing except for that part where it's collapsed in, and I can't run through the bottom part, even though there's no shocky thing. So. Jerks de-leveled my polar star. Wow, they did a lot of damage, actually. Oh yeah, and there's stalactites that fall on my head. And you'll notice I actually can't get through this way, so I have to go through this door to get to the top. Cthulhu's a boat? This one looks more like Cthulhu's abode than it did last time I was here. So take out these things. See if I can jump through this part without getting hit by spikes. There we go. Back to your corridor! Don't you breathe fire on me. Whee! And those are dragons. They're supposed to be the failed hatch eggs. And then there's this gas dude that he counts down and you run away because he blows up and does a lot of damage. You can actually kill him if you do enough damage to him, but I wasn't hitting him very much, and it would have blown up, I think, if I probably would have tried to stay and kill him. So I think I made the correct decision there in running away at the time. Let's see if we can level anything else up while we're here. Beat this dragon. They make it nice to level stuff up because you get like instant levels up from them. Whew, almost got hit by a stalactite. Stalactite, 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 giant one you can jump on. Fireballs! I knew that was coming too. And I'm gonna have serious problems here in about 5 seconds. This is not a good sign. Okay, I'm in the egg observation room. So we open the treasure chest. Sorry about that, someone walked in and I had to stop recording for a second there. So Maximus was increased by 5. And what's this? A cold breeze blows through. And now it's dinosaur time! And these guys, you can only hit them when their mouth is open, but it is very important that you don't jet into them and get hit and explode. So, hang on, I'll meet you guys back there at the boss. Okay. You'll notice I'm in Arthur's house again. I completely forgot that I can come do this now. Now that we have the booster, if you come back out to the village and boost your way over there. So, you boost your way up here, and there's a door right here. And it leads you back to the first cave you were in. Now, you might be thinking, why on earth would I want to come back to this cave? But there's a very good reason you want to come back to this cave. Okay, so kill 'em. Bats, 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 bats. So you come back to the room, you got the Polar Star, and this is only available if you haven't traded the Polar Star away. And you talk to this dude, and he says, "Did you happen to see the gun I made? Someone pilfered it while I slept. Just slept with it." And he's like, "Wait, that's my gun. Why do you have it? I didn't make it for you. Give it back." So he confiscates it back. And he's like, "You put so much wear on it." And then he's like, "I was raised to believe weapons should always be constructed by oneself. And I always thought those who fight with the fire and created by another are fools. Growing overconfident with powers that were never theirs to begin with, blaming their shortcomings on the equipment they use." And he's like, "Seeing my gun used by you, I'm very touched. But you used this incomplete gun to this degree. How about this? I'll fix it." So he finishes making his gun that I apparently stole while he was in the process of still making it. And we upgrade the Polar Star to the Spur, which this is the weapon upgrade I choose for the Polar Star, which you'll notice it's level 1, and its normal attack is the same as the level 3 Polar Star attack. And you'll notice these power triangles are doing absolutely nothing for my gun. If you hold the button, you actually charge it and fire laser beams. And this is personally my favorite option out of the 3 upgrades you can get for the Polar Star, out of the machine gun, the Spur, and the, I don't remember what they call the other one, the one that can shoot through walls. But this is my favorite one, because for one thing, it doesn't matter how much damage I take, it still essentially does full damage. And because the lasers kick butt. That's the best part though, it's just, level 1 is the best level. So, it makes it nice and convenient for me. So now that I have this, we can go back in here, save it. And we're going to go to the egg corridor. And I'll meet you guys back at the boss. Okay, I'm back in the egg observation room. And hopefully this boss will be a kind of a piece of cake with this gun, because it kind of destroys bosses most of the time. So we got the dragon dudes. Yeah, you can see it is kicking their butts. It is really kicking their butts. Except I missed that dude, so now it's fireball time. But even though it's fireball time, it's dead time. See? Much easier with the spur. Defeated the sisters! So we beat them, and we can save it again. Yes, I would love to save. And we can come through this, exit through this hole now, and we're on the other side. And it kind of is the best thing ever, getting this, remembering I could get this right now, because it just, oh man, does it make things so much easier. I really like the music in here. It's good. I really don't care about power crystals anymore. I don't think I need them. So we'll come over and save it here real quick. I'm almost done with this part. We'll just go through the next room and then I'm gonna be done. I don't know how long this part is. There's so much cutting and crap that I have to do still that it doesn't even know. So text appears, incubation successful, and then Kazuma comes out and he's like, "Oh, it's you. I don't know if you were safe. I'm the only person here." After we took off to the sand zone, we decided to get ready to escape. Misery showed up, took Sue away, Professor Busuri disappeared, the doctor acquired the flower seeds, but I'm not blaming you. The doctor's victory was certain when he got the demon crown. It's only a matter of time before the army arrives. If that happens, it'll be futile to even attempt the doctor, even for you. You have no choice but to run. Escape is possible only by using the flying dragon. That's why I came here on my own. For the flying dragon, I needed hatched safely. Want to escape with me? Now, this is bad ending number 1. If you say yes, you just fly away, leave the island, they attack the earth and wipe people out and whatnot. And so I'm going to say no. And he's like, "Oh, I see. Truth be told, there's one way you can change the image back. Destroy the island's core. But the island may collapse if you do destroy the core. Is it dangerous choice for you to make? It is too dangerous a choice for you to make. Either way, I don't know where to find the core. If you really want to try and do it, then I'll wait for you. But I may need to flee if it gets too dangerous." And he goes through this door that didn't exist until just now. And this is the outside of the island, but I'm going to save that till the next part. With that, I'm going to end the marathon of pain and suffering that has been this part. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and see you next time.